Our story takes place late one evening in 1660 in northern Sweden. A clergyman and his wife, resting by the entrance to their meager home, saw an unknown man approaching them with an urgent request. This is the sworn affidavit presented by the husband, Ram. In the year 1660, when I and my wife had gone to my farm, which is 3/4 of a mile from Ragunda parsonage, and we were sitting there and talking a while, late in the evening there came a little man in at the door who begged of my wife to go and aid his wife, who was just in the pains of labor. The fellow was of small size, of a dark complexion, and dressed in old grey clothes. My wife and I sat a while and wondered at the man, for we were aware that he was a troll, and we had heard tell that such like, called by the peasantry Vettar, always used to keep in the farmhouses when people left them in harvest time. But when he had urged his request 4 or 5 times, and we thought on what evil the country folk say that they have at times suffered from the Vettar when they have chanced to swear at them or with uncivil words bid them to go to hell, I took the resolution to read some prayers over my wife, and to bless her, and bid her in God's name go with him. She took in haste some old linen with her and went along with him, and I remained sitting there. When she returned, she told me that when she went with the man out at the gate, it seemed to her as if she was carried for a time along in the wind, and so she came to a room, on one side of which was a little dark chamber, in which his wife lay in bed in great agony. My wife went up to her, and after a little while aided her till she brought forth the child after the same manner as other human beings. The man then offered her food, and when she refused it, he thanked her and accompanied her out. And then she was carried along in the same way in the wind, and after a while came again to the gate, just at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, a quantity of old pieces and clippings of silver were laid on a shelf in the sitting room, and my wife found them the next day when she was putting the room in order. It is supposed that they were laid there by the Vettar. That it in truth so happened I witness by inscribing my name, Ram. Ragunda, the 12th of April, 1671.